Why do people behave badly? It's important that you as a manager know that, because if you know it, you can do something about it if you understand it. So this is the first reason, and it's a dozy, and I think that it actually covers a lot of instances. And this came out of a conversation with a friend of mine who is just fabulous around, around language and so forth. And she says, sometimes poor behavior is there. It is designed to be noticed. Now, what does she mean by that? It means that the person is behaving badly because they want you to speak to them. And the reason they're behaving badly is that they perhaps lack the courage or the tools to come into you and say, I've got a concern, I've got a worry, something isn't going right for me. Or they think that initiating these types of conversations sits with the manager and that they don't have permission and authority to start that kind of conversation themselves. So what they do is behave badly so that you come in and have a conversation with them and ask them what's going on. Now I've seen this happen in an organisation. In actual fact, it happened in an organisation just a couple of days after my friend and I had this conversation. And it was fascinating because there was a staff member who'd been there for a long time, very reliable, producing great work, and suddenly their behaviour had gone right off. And the manager was coming to me and saying, I don't understand it. I don't get it. What's going on? This is weird. And anyway, eventually things came to a head. Now, what was happening here was the manager themselves was not confident about initiating these so-called difficult conversations. So they were avoiding it, and then their staff member, get this guys, so often your staff members will mimic your behaviour. So their staff member was equally avoiding having the conversation. So there was something not right between the two of them, and both of them were avoiding having the conversation. Meanwhile, the behaviour escalated. Meanwhile, the behaviour started affecting other team members, and other team members started noticing and coming to the manager saying things aren't right. Anyway, eventually it all came to a head. There was a conversation. They left the conversation, both of them, feeling so much better. It was like, oh, there was a clearing of the air. There were some assumptions that had been made and various bits and pieces that were going on. And anyway, it cleared the air. It was all sorted. So could your staff be behaving badly because they want you to have a word with them and they feel that it's not up to them to instigate the conversation? So what you do when faced with that situation is you call them in, you sit them down, and don't ask how's it going, because they'll just go fine. Ask more precise questions. What's happening at the moment? How are you feeling at the moment? Are there any thoughts or issues or things that you want to talk to me about? And prompt them to give you the answer. And really, prompt them to give you the answer. There may be some high emotion in that meeting, but that's cool. That's fine. You just sit calmly with it, and the whole approach to it is curiosity. Curiosity and kindness. What is going on? We need to solve this. Things aren't going right for you at the moment, and I need to understand what that is in order for us to solve it. There you go. How's that for an idea? They behave badly because they want you to talk to them. Take care now. Bye.